It's showtime, baby. Welcome to another episode of Death of the Ager. Thank y'all so much for joining me. When y'all get on here, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share it. We're finna get into some good things tonight. I know y'all see the title. Has body positivity turned into the slut walk? I'm very curious to what y'all might think about this, so definitely drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts and opinions about it and how you guys see things. So this is where all this stemmed from for me. Okay, so if you notice here lately, all of these young women, they are coming of age, so to speak, and they are becoming more, sexually liberated and expressive, and that's absolutely okay. I have no problem with that. For the longest, especially in hip hop, for the longest, men have profited off of women's body and women's sexuality, and it's a beautiful thing now for me to see women, taking back that control and saying, hey, you know what, I don't need no middleman. I'm gonna do this. If I'm gonna be exploited, then I'm gonna do it myself. I want the money in my hand. I don't need nobody to hand me down nothing. I ain't trying to be your video vixen and all that. You could come pop lock and drop it in my video, but I ain't finna be a prop in yours. So I definitely appreciate that. I don't see anything wrong with it, right? But I'm gonna take y'all back for a minute. If we go back to our childhood, adolescence, or whatever, as young women, if we go back to that point in our lives, a lot of men may not be able to relate to this part. Well, a lot of y'all probably will be able to relate to this part because y'all were there. Y'all were little boys doing some of the things that I'm going to mention, right? So when we were coming up and we were little girls, and we go off to high school, and we get to be about 11, 12, 13. Once we start experiencing puberty or whatever the case may be, we start to fill out, we start to develop, and at that point we become more attractive to the little boys. If y'all remember, when we were in school, there was a point in time, like if the girls were developed and everything, that the boys would run past you, slap you on your butt and run, pinch you on your breast and run, and all this type of stuff. A lot of girls weren't necessarily comfortable with their bodies because of that, right? So you had a lot of girls that would cover themselves up, and you had the quote unquote tomboy. That's where a lot of that come from. It's just the girls try and get comfortable with their body, their body starting to develop, and at a very young age, girls are objectified from a very young age. So that's really not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to have these little boys slapping you on your butt. Y'all raise your kids right. You know what I'm saying? Tell your little boys how to treat these little girls out here, because it makes little girls very uncomfortable. People be thinking that's cute or whatever, but we always are telling girls what they need to do to prevent certain things, but we're not telling these boys what they need to do in order to make the world a little bit safer and a little bit more comfortable for these girls coming up. So make sure that y'all are instilling these values inside your boys as well. Because we all want to be able to coexist in peace or whatever. Don't nobody want to be getting spanked on their ass while they trying to go to math class or whatnot. But anyway, so you walking down the hallways or whatever the case may be, and you got these boys, spanking on your ass and all this old kind of stuff. And from a very young age, as a little girl, we're objectified, right? So you go through this process where you're trying to be seen as more than what is more than your body, right? And sometimes coming up, you do overcompensate. A lot of girls end up dealing with a whole lot of self-esteem issues, body image issues, all that stuff, because of being objectified early on. So we kind of like go into this shell where we try hide certain things, right? It's not until a girl get a little bit, and it's just this is pretty much across the board. I know other people's situations may have looked a little different, but y'all get the idea of what it is that I'm saying. So it's not until a girl kind of get into that age where, you know, she's curious about, you know, having sex or whatever, and she started looking at the fact that, you know, she get her tingle, start the tingle or whatever the case may be around 16, 17 years old or whatnot. And then at that point, it's like, okay, now you kind of want that attention from the boys. So you kind of start doing little things to try and be a little bit more seductive and all this all kinds of stuff. And that's what actually happens when, you know, the woman, the girl, when she's to the point where she's kind of, you know, ready to receive that type of attention. But even at that point, she doesn't fully know what to do with that type of attention. You know, a lot of times they be a little bit awkward. Sometimes they go a little bit too far. And sometimes they feel like, hey, they have to give up their bodies and all this all kinds of stuff or whatever. But that's a whole totally different conversation. So you have this whole developmental process that is happening at this early age. So we're setting the floor for what's to come next. And the reason why I wanted to have this conversation, because at that particular point, that very fundamental point is where all of this is starting to happen, and it wreak havoc on the girl. So anyway, we get to the point where we do start, you know, having sex and messing around and things like that. And so once we do that, we have to worry about being called hoes. So we try and be a little bit conservative, so to speak, when it comes to things. So we start trying to dial it back. We start trying to dial it back to where we're not all the way, you know, out there overt sexually or whatever the case may be. So we try to dial it back. So at that particular time, you still in between whether or not you want to just be out there in the open in their face, or, you know, you want to cover up a little bit, be modest or whatnot. That way you won't be perceived as a hoe, even though you may not even be doing anything. So you start to dial it back, right? So that's one thing that actually ends up happening at a certain age in us developing into actual women. So then as we're doing that, we're looking at, hey, you know what? I like showing a little bit of the cleavage. I like, you know, wearing my little booty shorts or whatever. I like my tight skirt. I feel fine. I feel like I look good. You know, I want to show my body off. Why shouldn't I be able to show my body off? You know what I'm saying? I should be able to show my body off. I should be able to wear what it is that I want to wear. And people need to get with the program, because I'm going to do me. And then it gets to this point where we're like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and do it. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm young. My body is tight. I look good. I'm banging. A dry bitch could never. You hear me? So I'm finna let the people have it. You hear me? So she stepped out. She started doing her thing or whatever the case may be. To me, that's like owning your identity, owning your sexy or sexually liberated, so to speak, right? That's what I look at that as. I don't look at that as it's body positivity. I look at it as you're coming of age and you're just owning your shit, not body positivity. That's not the same thing to me. So I hope I kind of painted that picture well enough so y'all can understand where I'm about to go with this, right? Tristan say salute. Hey, Tristan. Thanks for checking me out. Make sure you like the video, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you, boo. Anyway, so where I was at. So this is where I'm trying to go with this, right? That's one thing. Sexual liberation or whatnot. That's one thing. Do you, boo-boo? But it is not body positivity. And I'm starting to see now. So now you have this other thing where you have issues with women of different sizes or people of different sizes, men and women both of different sizes are not appreciated the same type of way. They're not celebrated or whatnot. So you have these campaigns where you have big women and you have little women, big men, little men. I think it was Sports Illustrated. If I'm not mistaken, where they had that naked campaign going on where the baseball player, he was naked and whatever. Y'all, it's been a magazine. It's been a magazine out there where, they were just celebrating people of all different sizes, which is cool. You're seeing it in, apparel stores, all this old type of stuff where it's being diversified and, everybody is perceived to be beautiful, and we live in this world of bubbles and butterflies, this euphoria, everyone is beautiful and their bodies are amazing and all this old good shit, whatever. It's cap, but anyway, that's what they say. So anyway, because some people do be built bad, so we need to go ahead and keep that real. Before we get any further, we need to go ahead and keep this real. Some of y'all do be built bad. Some of y'all be out here built like capital Y's, like Gru and shit, Grimace. Like some of y'all do be looking real basket shape. You know what I'm saying? So let's not act like everybody just got a good shape or whatever. That's cap. So anyway, but we just gonna stay on the topic, because some of y'all be just that wasn't made for you, baby. Don't even be trying to squeeze all into it. You rolling over your jeans and shit. But that's a whole nother conversation, honey. So anyway, Ruth Anna said, hey, Deasia, I'm glad you made it too, honey. Go ahead and pour you a little drink. We're going to be here for a minute. Stay tuned now. I got some shit that I got to get off my chest. So anyway, so we got these bad built ass people or whatever on these magazines, and it's supposed to be body positivity. We supposed to embrace these bad built people or whatever the case may be, and just body positivity, whatever. That's cute. No problem with it, right? That's one thing. But what I am starting to notice is I don't hear body positivity until it's somebody being naked and doing too damn much. That's the only time I hear people really starting to talk about body positivity. Like even with the Sports Illustrated thing or whatever magazine it was that had that campaign where it had the naked athletes or whatnot, it was still people being naked. Like why is body positivity in the same realm of like sexual liberation to me? Like those are two separate things. You want to sit here and be sexy, you want to show your body, you want to be half naked or whatever the case may be, you want to do videos, pat your pussy or whatever, you want to be Amber Rose sitting on the stairs with your whole wolf pussy out or whatever the case may be, half-ass naked. That's sexual liberation. That is not body positivity. That's shock value. I do not be wanting to hear, oh, it's body positivity like Lizzo. She back there twirling around, lotion all down in the sun, basking in the sun, twirling around in these people garden, butt booty ass naked, looking like a whole motherfucking rotisserie chicken or whatever. And y'all want me sit here and say that's body positivity. No, it's not body positivity. That none of that is body positivity to me. That's sexual liberation. It's not the same thing. Like it's no way. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? To me, when people try and equate these things to body positivity, it's like y'all try and do bullshit and want people to accept it. That's what it comes off to me as. I should have had on my "You Can't Whoop Me" shirt because goddamn it, I'm finna go off tonight. You hear me? Because that's what it sounds like to me. You just want to be able to run around, freelance, and be naked or whatever. So let me ask y'all this: the body positivity crew, you body positivity people, let me ask y'all this, right? What's the difference between you running around butt booty ass naked talking about this positivity and Amber Rose dragging 21 Savage down to a parade butt booty ass naked talking about it's a slut walk? What's the difference between y'all being naked and them being naked? Is all of this shit supposed to be body positivity? Are we putting out this message that in order for you to love and embrace your body, you got to be half-ass naked in order to do so? Because guess what? I am one of those people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to judge nobody for being half-ass naked because I'm an exhibitionist. I like to be seen, honey. I probably just randomly just feel some type of way and somebody might get a nude or something. That's just me. So I ain't trying to shame nobody or whatever, but let's just keep it real. Is that what it is? Is that the same thing? It can't be the same thing that y'all running around here half-ass naked. And it's like, if we putting out this image that body positivity is being half naked, I ain't understanding it. It ain't adding up to me. It's not making the least bit of sense to me, because I feel sexy when I'm half-ass naked and when I'm fully clothed. I feel sexy whether I got on a face full of makeup or no makeup at all. I feel the same way I pop up and be like a dry bitch can't never. I do that with a bare face with some makeup on. You know what I'm saying? I do that with the damn shirt on that I just got through frying chicken with flour every goddamn where a dry bitch still could never, regardless of what I have on or regardless of what I don't have on, I still feel the same way about myself. To me, you know what I'm saying? That's body positivity, not you just run around here being naked. That's not it to me. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I wanna hear what y'all think about this. Amari said body positivity equals naked. That's what it appears to be. I used to like her. Who did you used to like, Ruthie Ann? Ruth Anna. Ruth Anna said her body is positive. What you saying? She doesn't even think her body is positive. Are you talking about Lizzo? Girl, Lizzo do not like herself. Lizzo needs to quit playing in our face. If Lizzo is the type of person that want to piss down your back and tell you that it's raining, that girl don't like herself. Ruth Anna said, why is these people want to message me while I'm on my live? Hold on one second. They calling me. I see you checking for me. Hold on, boo. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, I'm live on my show. I'm gonna call you back, okay? Jump on and watch it. Go on YouTube and watch it. You should be watching it anyway instead of calling me. See, you ain't connected. You ain't real. You ain't no real supporter. But you're calling me in the middle of my show, interrupting the fuck out of me when you ought to be watching me on YouTube. Huh? What do I need to type when I go to YouTube? Send me the link. I'm gonna send you the link. I sent you the link before. That's the Deasia. Go ahead and jump on there if I lose my viewers now. All right. Shit. Anyway, where was I before I was rudely interrupted? Oh, this is some ghetto shit here. I'm sorry, y'all. They be calling me. You know, you see how I'm looking, how I'm sitting. You know they gonna. You hear me? Don't be mad. Don't be no hater. You know what I'm saying? You see me looking all, like a whole motherfucker. Bitch, I probably look like the same rotisserie as Lizzo. Bitch, don't I look like a little rotisserie? Yes, me and Lizzo, big ass. We the rotisserie twins. Yes, honey. Look at the age looking like a whole rotisserie that sit out in the middle of the Walmart when you walk by or whatever for $5. They been sitting up there all day dried out, but a dry bitch can't never know. But anyway, so my thing is, Jazz stay going on, man. Let me get back to my subject, y'all. I'm cutting up. I ain't even been drinking. I ain't been drinking up for some while. I'm gonna go get me some Crown when I leave from here though, because baby, mama got to have it. Anyway, so here's my thing, right? These people want to sit here and talk about it's body positivity. I can't understand the difference, and I think it's a bad image to put out that you run around naked is the equivalent of you being body positive. That's not the same thing. I couldn't appreciate a Lane Bryant and Lane Bryant while I'm talking about this Lane Bryant. Oh, I should have had on my You Can't Whoop Me shirt, because I'm finna get on Lane Bryant ass. Some of them people be built too goddamn bad for them panty ass y'all be having. Like, I'm all for celebrating big bitches or whatever the case may be. I'm all for it. Please do, put us on a pedestal, BBW or whatever the case may be. I'm all for celebrating big bitches. But Lane Bryant, some of them people that y'all be having on them ass, baby, coming down my timeline on Facebook, I be like, I know you fucking lying. I don't want that shit. Y'all need to get some better models. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make the shit for the big girl. You know, y'all know what type of ass y'all need to have in them panties. Y'all be having them asses in the panties that be built like this. Like, a bitch ass built like a clap. You hear me? Like, why in the fuck do you got her? Maybe I'm being body negative. Y'all, I'm not being negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, if you trying to sell some panties, you don't need this bitch in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you got? I be looking like, I know you fucking lying, Lane Brian. I do not want them boy shorts. If y'all finna have the bitch in there ass built like this right here, then y'all need to drop the price on them high ass panties. That's what I suggest. Y'all need to drop that price because that's not what's up. But anyway, but if it's something like Lane Bryant, Torres, Old Navy, what they line there, if it's Old Navy or something, whatever the case may be, Old Navy, I don't know why y'all got them dogs and shit in the middle of the store, the mannequins. But anyway, if it's somebody like Old Navy or whatever that have all of these, it's all inclusive. Okay, cool. I get that. Everybody fully dressed. You know, everybody got on the same outfit. It's showing, hey, we got all different sizes. Everybody is welcome. Old Navy even got a thing where the big bitches ain't got to shop at the other side of the store. We all in the same area or whatever, which I don't like that. Give me my section because I don't want a little motherfucker over here, you know what I'm saying, going through our shit, just trying on a bigger size just for whatever reason or whatever. And I hate when fat people have a sale or something on clearance for the fat people. It ain't fat people sizes. That bothers me. Like, that irritates the hell out of me. Don't you know when you be at the store and it's a clearance, you on the plus size section and it's size 4s and 5s and 6s and 8s and 0. And who the fuck wears 0? But it be those sizes in there. And it's like, why do y'all have this little bitty shit over here in the plus size section? I cannot stand it. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand it. So I feel like it's okay to keep the different sections. Go and keep the sections. Don't have all these little motherfuckers over here bothering me, making me feel some type of way or whatever the case may be. Just go ahead and keep it separated, because if I go into the dressing room and I can't wear my shit, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be feeling bad and I'm gonna be looking over. I'm gonna be mad at the where I might swing on one of them little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So just keep them over there because it might start making me feel some type of way. Once y'all get in here, go ahead and like this video, share it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel while y'all sitting up here watching me or whatever. I know y'all like what you see. Just like the video for that. You heard me? But anyway, yeah, so Old Navy said they want to put everything together. Okay, that's cute. But all seriousness, something like that to me is body positivity. That is. I have absolutely no problem with that. That's body positivity. If Lizzo just walked her big ass around and she got somewhere and acted like she had some sense, and she didn't feel like she had to do the most and had to be gimmicky in everything that she did, and she just was just like, just be fat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta do all that extra shit. Yeah, you can show your body, but you ain't gotta do it in a way to where it seemed like you shoving it down somebody's throat. If she did it that way, to me, that would be body positivity. Amber Rose sitting in the middle of the stairway, which I don't understand why you butt boot ass naked in the middle of the stairway or whatever, and you got your coochie on the carpet. That's not cute. But anyway, she had her big hairy wolf pussy. She's sitting on the stairs or whatever. She spread eagle and she's showing her whole body or whatever. And I guess she was pushing a hairy pussy agenda, because to me, baby, that is not body positivity. That's a big old wolf pussy tour agenda. Like, that's some other shit you doing. So she was sitting up here trying to make it seem like that's body positivity. No, that's a hoe stroll. That's what that is. That's a slut walk. That's not body positivity. And my thing is why is it that every time like someone is branching out or coming up to age, they have to actually do the most? For example, you have Chloe Bailey. You have Chloe Bailey that just recently got through popping it for Pimp or whatever in her most recent video, Have Mercy. It's a good song or whatever, and she got a banging body and everything, and she's a beautiful girl. She had to grow on me or whatever, because when she was little, them teeth weren't doing it for me. She was like, them teeth weren't doing it for me when she was little. But anyway, like, she has blossomed, and now she's a beautiful swan. She's a beautiful girl or whatever. But her and Lizzo, they're the type of people that they'll turn around and start crying and saying people shaming them and talk about body positivity when you were doing some hoe shit. Do y'all get what I'm saying? You let me know if y'all understand what, like, you're not, what you're doing is not even body positive. Like, I understand you're exploiting yourself. I have, when if I get half naked and I put something on the internet or whatever the case may be, I'm fully aware that I am at that point, I am exploiting myself. And whether I'm doing it just for simply because I'm an exhibitionist or not, or whatever the case may be, I know I'm fully aware of what it is that I'm doing, and I'm never going to turn around and say that this is body positivity. Now, I think I have hashtagged it before to just get into some kind of algorithm or whatever the case may be, but essentially, I don't feel like if I post up half naked, and I mean, a lot of y'all that's on here that's actually, especially if you're coming from Facebook, or, you know, you follow me on IG. Matter of fact, follow me on Facebook and IG too. That's the age. But if you follow me, then you know I post risky pictures. Like, yeah, I do that. But I'm not trying to make it to be something that is not. And that's the problem that I have with these people out here. They want to be on the hoe stroll. They want to be on the slut walk. And then they want to turn around and talk about it's body positivity. It's definitely not body positivity. I can't get with that. I think we need to have a better look at how we handle coming of age for young girls. Because if you notice in our society, well, I ain't gonna even necessarily say society, because I would just say in our culture, whatever we have here, it's the black people of the diaspora here in North America, whatever. Our coming of age for girls is, you know, dressing all sexy or whatever the case may be. The coming of age for boys is messing around with a whole bunch of women, a whole bunch of girls or whatever. That's the coming of age. We need to get to the point where we develop some type of culture, some type of rite of passage. We need something. We need some culture or something to help us, you know. And we don't have any training as far as, you know, how to go about doing things. You don't have these women training these girls on how to be a woman, and these men train, whether these people have their mother and father or whatever the case may be. You don't even have these men a lot of time that's training their sons on how to be an actual man. And that's not, and I ain't even talking about the parent being actually absent. A lot of some of these cases is two parent households. And I'm gonna tell you something: just because you have two parents in a household, don't mean that you don't have an absent parent. You could very well have two parent households and one of those parents still be absent. They ain't worth a damn. They might as well not even be there. Sometimes their other parents' presence could be just as negative as not even having them in the first place. To be honest, y'all, I'm telling you, you know, you have some people that be raised in very toxic environment in two parent households. But needless to say, we still need to find some type of way of developing some type of rite of passage for boys and girls, because everything that we do for coming of age is like toxic, damaging type things that we have to go in and reinvent ourselves. And, you know, we go through this whole thing where we have to analyze ourselves, and you got some people that go too far left, some people that go too far right. You know, you get to a point where even now you have, like, for instance, like women or whatever, they'll get to the point, like, if they used to dress sexy and all that, they'll pick up them a hotel book, and then next thing you know, they all wrapped up in shower curtains and turbans and all this old kind of stuff, long sleeve clothes during the middle of the summer in Dallas, Texas. It's hot as a motherfucker, but they got on all this long sleeve shit from head to toe or whatever the case may be. You don't see nothing but they face. They bare-faced it. They ain't wearing no makeup. They ain't trying to do nothing to themselves or whatever. Somebody got them under a hotel spell, and they don't went too far to the other side. You ain't even got to do all of that. And it's like now, because they feel they'll eventually, you know, when they were younger, they'll come out and do all of this, and they'll say, oh, this is sexual liberation. And then now all of a sudden it done turned into body positivity. Then you have some people, i.e. Lizzo and Chloe in the hotels, they turn around and they start feeling bad about themselves. Then Chloe and Lizzo, they gonna cry about it. The hotel chicks, they just gonna wrap themselves up in shower curtains and shit and walk outside and be at the bus stop looking hot as a motherfucker. But that's a whole nother conversation. Ruth Anna said Lizzo's BS has overshadowed her talents. I don't even hear about her making music anymore. She just basically cries about being accepted now, and I'm over her. Girl, I'm so over Lizzo. I'm over all of these people. Like, it's not even Lizzo, and I want people to understand, because I got called fat phobic with my fat ass. So but somebody told me I could still be fat phobic even though I'm fat. But okay, whatever. But anyway, I want people to understand, like, this is not to bang on Lizzo. My thing is, you know, I'm talking about all of them. Lizzo, Chloe, and I like, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have a problem with what they like. Chloe, as long as Chloe don't turn around and start crying, I'm gonna be cool with Chloe. Do your thing, boo boo. You know, these girls will get to this point where they get out here and they start doing this stuff. Then they want to turn around. They want to do whole shit. Like I said, y'all want to turn around here and do this whole shit. Then you want to turn around and tell us, oh, you need to accept this and call it body positivity. That ain't that. How is that? What's the difference between you, the lady that's walking down the street on Harry Hines in Dallas, Texas, or the Lamar Boulevard in Memphis, Tennessee, or whatever host stroll y'all got in y'all city? What's the difference between that woman walking around selling pussy and you doing something in order to sell a record or to thirst trap and, you know, get some male's attention? What is the difference between you and that woman if y'all looking and dressed the same? Is she displaying body positivity? Shouldn't the hoe on Lamar and the hoe on Harry Hines, can they turn around and get the crying and say, you know, I'm dressed like this is body positivity, because you're looking and you're dressing the same or whatever? And don't get me wrong, do you, boo-boo. I don't have absolutely no problem with somebody showing their body. Just don't call it something that is not. Don't piss down my back and tell me that it's raining. You're not about to sit here and tell me this is body positivity and you look like the bitch that's walking down Harry Hines selling pussy. That sexual exploitation. You could call it sexual liberation if you want to. If you want to take the negative connotation out of it, call it sexual liberation. But don't sit here and try and push this shit on us and say that it's body positivity. That is some bullshit. That's a lie, and the truth ain't in it. Y'all be trying to get bullshit and reality all mixed up. Ruth Anna said, facts. I know people who had both parents, and there are still effed up people who don't know shit. True. Absolutely true. I know a lot of them like that. This some water, y'all. I ain't drinking nothing tonight. I had too much drink last night. But I'm gonna go to the store and get me something in a minute though. But yeah. Drinking my water. That's why my skin's so pretty. Drink your water too. While y'all worrying about body positivity or whatever, drink you some water. Drink you some water. Y'all be old as hell talking about I don't like water, I don't like vegetables, I don't like fruit or whatever. That's some childish ass shit. I hate to hear people that's over the age of 30 talking about they don't like no water. If you don't tell nobody out in the open. Like, that's not cute to be running around saying or whatever. Keep some shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have some mystique about yourself. You know? Do something with yourself. Be great. Don't be near one of these people that's running around out about his body positivity. Now, if y'all feel different, then y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, because I'm really sick and tired of it. I am so sick and tired of a lot of these things being mislabeled. I'm really sick and tired of a lot of these things being mislabeled. I'm sick and tired of the society that we live in where people say don't judge. To each his own. That ain't my business. Bitch, what you doing is my business. I'm gonna judge your ass. That's what I have discernment for. That's what my intuition is for. You gotta be my neighbor. I'm watching what you're doing. I'm judging you. It ain't to each its own what you're doing, because I gotta live next to you. And I gotta make sure you ain't gonna do nothing that's over there in your yard that's gonna have a negative impact on what I got going on over here. So, yup, I'm gonna say something. And then we be the main ones to sit here and talk about it takes a village or whatever, but you don't want the village to say nothing to you, your children, or nobody else. And it doesn't work like that. We have to start holding each other accountable for things. We can't just let everything slide and make it seem like it's okay. And we can't let people play in our face and then turn around and make it seem like they're doing something positive, but the whole time it's some bullshit that they pulling out here, number bullshit and propaganda. We can't sit here and continue to let that ride. And I'm not okay with it. You know, I think that it ain't until people start getting chastised for the things that they do, and then they trying to flip it and make it seem like it's something positive about every time I look up, you half-ass naked. And you want me to look at, oh, this body, it's just body positivity. Now, somebody talking about your body or making you feel like you can't do something because of your body. Like I said, you know I get called fake phobic or whatever the case may be, but I do feel like, just because some things are away, I still feel like you need to find things that, add to your beauty and don't take away from it. I put it that way, men or women, because a lot of y'all men be built bad as hell. It's real hard to find a man that's like really built nice. Y'all be skipping leg days and all this whole kind of stuff. Y'all be built real bad out here, but y'all be having a lot to say about women or whatever the case may be. But that's a whole nother conversation as well, because I done seen too many of y'all built up like Gru from the goddamn, what's that, Despicable Me, the Incredibles, one of them, Gru. Y'all be built up like him or whatever. But if it's a thing where, you like trying to wear a certain outfit, or you want to be able to dress a certain type of way, and you wearing what's fitting to you, that's cool. Do that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. To me, something like that is body positivity. Nobody should be like, for instance, if you see a big girl and she just so happens to have on her a two-piece bathing suit, and she got her stomach out and she got her rolls out, and she has on a bathing suit, and a smaller woman has on a bathing suit, and they're at the beach, why are you clowning this big girl for having on a bathing suit? Like, she got a stomach, this girl got a stomach, her stomach is just a little bit bigger than hers, so why are you clowning her for having on a bathing suit? Like, something like that is when we could put that under the umbrella of body positivity. Like, we all, it's appropriate. This ain't Lizzo at the basketball game shaking her ass in the middle of the stands or whatever with the bamboo suit on with her whole ass out or whatever. This ain't that. I'm talking about we're at a specific place and you're supposed to wear a specific attire. It's okay for, at that moment, that big girl or that big man, if we at the beach and this big boy, he want to wear his shirt off or whatever the case may be in his trunks, cool. Nobody should be shaming him for, enjoying those particular pleasures alongside of his smaller peers or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. That's when it's body positive. That's when we should employ this whole hashtag body positivity thing, not the other way around. Cause y'all some hoes try and make it seem like y'all running some type of positive campaign or whatever, and y'all putting out the wrong image, and y'all really need to quit. And I'm not saying y'all hoes in the sense of the word that y'all laying down and spreading ego or whatever the case may be, and you having transactional sex. I'm not saying that, but you're walking around in the image in thine, walking around in thine image. That's how you walking around. So that's what I mean by y'all some hoes. I'm not in between y'all legs like that. It ain't no wrong with being a hoe, but we not finna play like it's body positivity either. Do your thing, boo-boo. Because, and I'm the big old whoop pussy tickets finna go on sale in a minute anyway. Christmas is coming up. Anyway, Montoya said, hey, Montoya. When I get off here, I'm gonna hit you up because I want to practice with you. But anyway, Montoya said, while some two-parent can be very toxic. The foundation has to start there, because thinking we can create programs to compensate for, oh, he got some math, 73% out of wedlock birth rate is why we are currently in the state that we are in. We are learning womanhood and manhood from our peers and not our parents. Yes, God. The reversal starts with raising the value of marriage, with me actually learning what marriage is really about, so that we go into marriage with the realistic expectations of the work that requires to secure the child. I don't know what else it said, but listen, all that. I love that, Montoya. I actually want to have a conversation, in which I will have a conversation about having these kids outside of wedlock, and then you be crying talking about you a single parent and all of that, and you ain't even give yourself a chance, a fighting chance in hell or whatever. I do want to have a conversation about the importance of marriage. It's very important. It doesn't guarantee anything, but at least you tried. I put it that way. So definitely that. Let me see what else is here. Suave Star Child said, agree 100. Yes, indeed. Thank you for stopping by. If you're on the feed, go ahead and like the video, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hoe is life. Yes, indeed. But we not finna sit here and play like we finna do some whole shit and then talk about its body positivity, because it's definitely not the case. In my face and piss down my back and tell me that it's raining. I am not going to go for that. I am too intelligent for somebody to get in my face and play with me like this. So we need to keep it real for what things really are. That's all that I'm saying. Do your thing. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do as far as, how you want to dress or whatever. Make sure that you're dressing the way you should in a certain setting. Don't be doing way too much. If you at home, you want to post up on Instagram, you want a thirst trap or whatever, I'm all for a good thirst trap. If you want some thirst trap tips, I will tell you some thirst trap tips. I'm all for a good thirst trap. Y'all start getting y'all feet done. Post your pictures, your feet pictures. That'll give you more attention. That'll get you some money faster than you showing your ass. I'm telling you the truth. Paint your toenails white. Put your little piece of ankle and post your pictures in your stories, baby. If you want your cash app to light up, and tell them the DA just sent you, okay? Anyway, there's just a little piece of free game for you. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. But anyway, just do your thing. But don't call it something that is not. I'm so sick and tired of that. I really wish we kind of got back to the point where we just own our sexuality. We took ownership of what it is that we do. We hold ourselves accountable. We hold others accountable. I wish we kind of got back to that point where we're able to actually do that, and we are able to tell the difference of what it is that we're doing, and we're intentional with what we're doing. Because this is how I see it. If I see these women, and I'm saying women just because I'm a woman, I can't speak on men, but if I see these women that's out here and they're doing these things, and then they're not calling it what it is, or letting it be what it is, because like I said, you could say sexual liberation. That's still a positive connotation, right? To me, if you're not gonna call a spade, to me, I feel like you feel a little ashamed of what it is that you're doing. I feel like that you shouldn't be doing what it is that you're doing. If you try and hide it and cover it up under something, I feel like you have some type of guilt that you're dealing with. And I can appreciate that. I like when people own their shit and stand in it. And just let it be like, if I hop online and I'm, talking a certain type of way, I'm dressed a certain type of way, and I'm doing a certain thing, I'm doing it for this type of attention for a reason. Ain't nobody posting no picture half-ass naked for no reason, and I need y'all to stop that too. Even if it's not just that you want attention for other people, it's still something that you're getting from that. You're not doing it for no reason. Nobody is online posting anything for no reason, as if they don't want some attention. People who don't want attention don't put themselves out there. You won't post nothing. You'll just be a lurker. And if you did post something, it'll be a goddamn recipe or the fact that you just downloaded a game or whatever. You want to be making statuses. You want to be posting pictures. So we're all posting. We're all doing something for a certain level of attention. So don't be playing these reindeer games. Don't be trying to get out here in the mud. Don't try to run with the big girls. No pun intended. But don't try and run with the big girls or whatever and let it all hang out and be big and bold and just step into your sexuality or whatever and put it all out there. And then when people start dragging your ass, you want to, well, it's body positivity. No, it is what it is. Showed you this. I wanted you to see it. And I'm an exhibitionist, so I don't give a, I want you to see it. Here, there you go. Because it's doing something for me. I don't even care what you think about it. It is what it is. You could call it what you want to, but I got something from that. And that's another thing I want y'all to keep in mind. When you're doing something, make sure that you're getting something from it, and make sure that you could stand by it. And don't be out here feeling no type of way. And don't call it something else. Because it gives it puts this image out there, this bad image out there for these young girls, where they feel like, I know we always know y'all don't give a fuck about the kids, and really, I mean, and truly fuck them kids. You know, I'm not even talking about the kid. I'm not looking at it in this sense, but we really need to, we do have to have some type of social responsibility because we're all in there, all in this together, whatever. But think about it for a minute, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. But think about it for a minute. If we put out the image that body positivity is being is naked, if people walking around half-ass naked and then they talk about this is body positivity, what kind of image do you think you're putting out there? You're making people, you're making these girls believe that this is what it means to love themselves. To me, I feel like that's the reverse psychology. That right there is like something that it seems like boys or men will do to try and get women to be half-ass naked or something like that. But we be the ones doing the show. This body positivity, I'm half naked. This is what it is. No, it's sexual liberation. And there's that on that. Y'all feel me? Am I making sense here? Do I need to pass the collection plate around? Do I need to drop my cash app? Let me put my cash app up here. Y'all send me some goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling big old wolf pussy tickets tonight, baby. Yes, indeed. What's my cash app? Deasia Robinson. Hold on. I probably shouldn't put my cash app on here. One of these Africans might see it and get the scam in my ass. But that's neither here. Ain't no money in the bank account anyway here. I don't know what they're going to do. Bitch probably scam me and raise my credit score up. Let me see. Let me put my cash app in here. Yes, God. Now I'm gonna run it across my banner. Y'all donate to me. Give me some of y'all money. There you go. That's the Deasia Robinson 901. Give me some of y'all money. I'm cute enough. Y'all can send me some money. Shit. Y'all ain't doing nothing there. Phone ain't went off yet. I need y'all to donations. Gifts. I'm on my Umar Johnson shit tonight, baby. Yes, God, go ahead and run me up. And do it like it's my birthday. You hear me? Go ahead and run me up. Y'all, Dr. Umar Johnson, I'm finna get off here because I'm finna get on another subject. But Dr. Umar Johnson, he went ahead and opened up this school, baby. That's neither here nor there. But listen, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate y'all for joining me. Make sure that y'all have liked the page, share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the Death of Deasia on YouTube. Follow me on IG and on Facebook. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm about to tune out. Have a good one.
I hope you black men were paying attention.